we just got our 4Runner back from Mako and Oceanside, and it looks a heck of a lot better. In a couple of weeks, they really did a bang up job. So it's really been cleaned up over here. I really like that it's one color and that everything is back on the car. Right now, we're gonna pull this thing in the shop. We're gonna put some Sylvania lights in the front and rear, the headlights, the tail lights, turn signals, get all of our exterior lighting up to date. So let's get it on in the shop. All right, we got her in the shop. We're gonna kind of look through it. We already did a functionality test. So we're gonna start by taking this plastic piece out, which has 13 little clips in it up here. Not anymore, there's 4 in it currently. So we'll get those popped out real quick. You just need something to pry up on them. We're gonna get the headlights out, which involves removing this little center grill piece, which is just a couple more plastic rivets. We'll get them all out, and that way, not only can you see what's going on, but I can see what's going on as well. Now, we have 3 bulbs in this assembly. You never want to touch a halogen bulb if you're going to use a new one. We're not using this one. We can touch it all we want, freak out all you want. But the second you get your oils from your hand on here and you get that thing hot, they will burn out. An LED, touch it all you want. Well, now it comes time for us to choose which bulbs we're gonna put in this car. So we have the H11s, and these are in your Ultra series, the SilverStar Ultra. Then these are another LED Ultra light. These Sylvania LED Ultra series can be used as fog lights for on-road vehicles and power sport headlights for off-road vehicles. Of Sylvania's headlight options, these Sylvania SilverStar Ultra halogen bulbs produce the brightest halogen light for increased down-road visibility, for a better nighttime driving experience, and on our high beams, we're gonna be running a similar matching light. And then in the front, we have our daytime running lights, which are up on the outside of the headlight. We're gonna be running these Zevos. These are mini LED style lights. Sylvania Zevo mini LED bulbs come with a limited lifetime warranty. The LED Ultra bulbs also come with lifetime limited warranty. We're gonna take that, put those in the outer portions of the forward headlight assembly. And then we have our turn signal lights. And because this has an aftermarket bumper, they've been relocated. I already started getting the screws out, and well, it wasn't holding on very tight. And I see a few problems here so far. First of all, there's a melted hole here and here, and we're gonna open this up and see what it looks like. Well, I see a real cheesy LED bulb and the absence of a bulb. And it looks like somebody tried to get that out of there. It was stuck in there and they couldn't get it out. So we'll go get some pliers. We'll try to get that out of there. This is an 1156 replacement cheesy LED light bulb. And you can tell they just stacked as many as they could to make it as bright as possible on the end and everywhere. And the problem with this bulb is not only was it touching the lens up in here, it was rubbing against the lens right here, but it's white. And the thing we're looking for most is for it to be amber. We want to be legal driving down the road. So this ground wire is no longer attached to our back shell. And being that this is plastic, this is what gives ground to the outer body. So what we're probably going to do, cut that wire out of there, repair it real quick, maybe solder it back on, and put it back in the housing because we want this thing to work correctly. All right, I'm no expert at soldering, but I've soldered quite a bit. But main thing when you're doing solder is just make sure you get a good quality solder, rosin core, something that's gonna tin itself, something that's gonna stick to what you're going to. And then any surface you're gonna solder, you wanna have really clean. It really sticks good to copper if you can find a copper layer. In solder, tinning is the first thing you want to do. You want to tin the tip of your soldering iron. You want to make sure that your solder tip looks nice and shiny like that. Then you want to tin it. Now this is rosin core, that's where the smoke's coming from. Just gonna flood that on there. Now we have a nice little dollop on there. All right, we're gonna get some better wire. Yeah, you can see this wire is just really kind of dark and wore out. We're gonna go grab a little bit of wire off the wall. We don't need much. As soon as you see it fully tinned, you can see here, it's very nice and flush, which means we've soaked it through the wire. Okay, now we are connected. Boop, boop, see if we can pick that up. We are now soldered on and we have a ground. We are using the SYLVANIA Zevo 1156A miniature LED bulbs that are an amber color LED behind the amber color lens. This color behind color creates a more rich and accurate amber. We're gonna crimp that nice and tight. Then we are going to feed our shrink wrap over it. We're gonna find a heat gun and we're gonna shrink that. And then we're gonna test these bulbs. It's flashing amber. Nice. All right, we're getting ready to put this in. Now would be the time when you don't have the body around it to come in and polish this light up. We do have a SYLVANIA headlight restoration kit, but this light's pretty good. It's got a little dust covering on it we haven't wiped off yet. It just doesn't quite need it yet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw that in the glove box, and then eventually when we need it, we'll clean them up and make them look spiffy, but these look pretty good already. Definitely a great upgrade as far as visibility goes. Not just for us seeing, but for other people seeing us. As we got in deeper, as we do, we started looking at these lights down here, and they are wired into the car to the fog lamp circuit, which is on the left turn signal combination switch. And we wanted to know if they would work, which they do, they work. The problem is not only are they super dim, but I believe they've burnt up the little switchboard inside of the combination switch. For today and what we have time for, we're not going to pull that apart right now. If we ever did want these to work, we could go in there, but if you noticed, these are nowhere near as bright as our headlight, let alone, I believe they're dimmer than our marker light out here on the outside. So, you know, as we've been planning, we plan on putting a light bar up here so we can see really far down, and maybe putting some pods out here and pointing them out. These are going to be the least of our worries in the end. They're basically there just to fill the hole at the moment. All right, now we're going to get into these tail lights over here. There's a couple of access panels that we're probably going to have to pry open. There we go. Then you take this out. You got another really cheesy LED in there. It's like gutting a fish, right? We don't have to descale these, but we definitely have to get the packaging open. You gotta start by knock them out with the spoon. Okay. So what we're putting in here, same thing we did in the front. We're gonna run these Zevo mini bulbs, which are LEDs. They're really kind of cool. This is the heat sink on the outside. It's got one light up and down that just projects into the reflectors inside of the light. This right here is the reverse light. So I'm gonna take the reverse light guy right here and just plug it in. This guy's a little tight, but bam. There we go. These are our ambers. Our reverse light. So what I notice here is, and you may not be able to see it on camera, but between the cheesy LED light and a real LED light from SYLVANIA, this whole area is lit up perfectly. And on this light, I notice a dead zone in the middle, and it's only lighting up on the edges. So I can definitely see a difference. All right, so we got a whole bunch of exterior lighting done today. All the factory stuff has been gone through. We soldered a few connections that were broken. Now we have turn signals front and rear. We have legal lights on all four corners. We are ready to hit the road. So for today, that's gonna be it. Next up, we're gonna start playing with some light bars and some light pods. We have a few different options. SYLVANIA makes a whole bunch of great options to put on here. We're gonna teach you how to install the bar and the light pods. So stick around for the next episode when we get sparky.